So, so my mom really didn't have, in like, I'm not sure when it was, cause she ended up cause like I said, we was going to my auntie's house, which is my dad's sister, and she was watching us like on the weekends or after school, cause we were still going to that elementary school, so we could walk. But then we ended up moving after an incident with my mom that happened. So we ended up having to move far from the school. But like I was saying, like the reason why my mom stopped us going to my auntie's house, and that's why I was like, I know my family's gonna see this, and I really don't care, because like I said, everything that I'm going to be saying is the truth. And I remember, people don't think I remember certain stuff, but I remember a lot. And a lot of my memories, it made me who I am. So we were going to my mom's my auntie's house for I think for a while, because my mom had to keep finding like daycares for us to go to or pick us up afterwards. So there was an incident, which I said, like, my mom really didn't have anybody. I don't know what the beef with her, because what the story we was getting, like her and her family was beefing, and and to be honest with y'all, I don't understand why a lot of Haitians, and I'm gonna go into why I had such poor examples growing up, for me to be infatuated with my culture, because for a very long time I was ashamed I was Haitian. And it was not because well, you know, down in Fort Lauderdale, we always had that Haitians versus Americans and all that. It still seems like that now. Like, it seems like Haitians are the Mexicans of black people, and they always trying to put us down. Even other Caribbean cultures always trying to put us down. Like I don't know our history. Like, be for real. But again, getting off topic. But like I was saying, I don't understand like why is so much friction within our culture with each other, even with family. Like, why is it that a lot of us are always against each other and not with each other, and trying to build each other up, and being what our history is like, when you be around other people and you hear how much backstabbing, and you hear about the backstabbing that they're going through, and it's like, it really don't make sense to me. It really don't. We need to be united, and we're constantly, even within the black community, we are constantly just kind of tearing each other down. So getting back to my story, where my mom ended up, like, where we had to stop, because we had fun at our auntie house, because my cousin always wanted to get on MTV. So every weekend we would go to their house. Like, we were in practice. Like, she had us. That's why I had my love for music and dancing and everything. Like, because it was a ritual at her house. Like, because she was trying to get into MTV. So we had to do a routine like every single weekend. It was every single weekend we had to do this routine. But I think that's what made me fall in love with music even more. And that was, you know, my dream, to become like a backup dancer or a video dancer or whatever back in them days. Because that's what was my life growing up. That's what I remember. But I remember the time that my mom, one night my mom came and picked us up. It was a weekday, and I don't know if our auntie was just tired of us being there, or I don't really know. But this girl that we never seen before just came, and it was one of the oldest brothers, I guess at the time that was the wife or something. And she was there for like, I can't even remember how, but it was one night where my mom came and picked us up. And this girl looked, as I remember her, she was like 18, 19 years old. Mind you, my mom in her 30s. And as we're gathering all our stuff together, she said something sideways to my mom. And my mom stopped at the door and she looked at her. And she said, "What did you say?" Now, mind you, I understand Creole, but I don't speak it. I know some words, but I don't speak it fluently where I could tell you a whole story. So I understood what was going on. And because of me being nosy and all that stuff, so as she stopped at the door, my mom told her to repeat herself again. Mind you, my auntie is sitting at the table. And mind you, my auntie is my dad's sister. My dad's sister. And you know what I'm saying? We're his kids, right? So this girl, we don't even know her. She's just here for we didn't even know. I kind of put two and two together as I was growing up, that she was the wife of the oldest brother or whatever. She said to my mom, "You need to stop bringing your kid. Why you always bringing your kids here?" So my mom said, "What did you say?" That's for the third time. She's like, "Oh, you need to stop bringing your kids here, da da da." And my mom looked at her like, "Who are you to be telling me what I could do, little girl?" And so her and my mom was going back and forth with each other. And then my mom stopped arguing with her and then looked at my auntie and was like, "You know, you're going to let her talk to me like that? It's none of her business. This is not even her family. Like, I don't care if she's married into this family. This is not her family. These are your nieces and your nephew." All my auntie did was, I don't want to get in the middle of it. And as I was doing, shadow work, to have to go back to that memory was very hard, because I understand why I keep my distance now from my family. Is because of that. This person that's not even blood related basically made a choice to cut us off from you. And you didn't stick up for us. We're your brother's kids, and you didn't stick up for us. As an adult, can you imagine how that hurts? When you have to go relive that? To know that you had to go through everything you had to go through because your own family wouldn't stick up for you? That was a big pill to swallow for me. And I never kind of put two and two together until, doing shadow work, but it was like, another disappointment. I found out my dad died, and now the family that his family that I'm connected to basically made an outsider decide their relationship with us.